The second period, this time with Dundee playing from left to right as we look at it, leading by 3 goals to 2. Stojanovic picking up the puck, looking to bring in Plum early on. Ronnie Woods again gets the pass in to Salter. This is Ali Wood as the whistle sounds. That will be an icing whistle. Now it's Fife who will break. And here is Stojanovic, who has not been such an impact on this game. Oh, good bit of forechecking time. Bois has Ronnie Wood right in front. Took it too far. Excellent positional play. Oh, what about that? It's Bois who picked up the pieces, and while we were all expecting a pass, he fired the shot in, and that makes it 4-2, and that was kind of a bit saucy, Paul.
It was a good shot from Bois. You can see how many Fife Flyers are in the corner now. They got a defenseman out front, but Bois uses him as a screen and hits that top corner.
Played in now, here come the Flyers. Pennycook inside to Stojanovic, now Brown. Brown using skate and stick and somehow trying to get the pass in. Bois. Oh, beautiful. Now here goes Bois. He's on his own. Bois. Oh, my word. That's got to be a penalty.
That's a tripping penalty, Dave. That's going to cost the Flyers 2 minutes. And it's number 6, Neil Abel, going into the penalty box.
Play continues, comes back to Brinster. Brinster on the blue line, and Ali Wood's got to scurry back, playing at range, looking for Salter. Salter back to Wood. Wood all the way across to Bois. Just unable to pick the puck up at the first bite. Inside here to Stojanovic. Dave Stojanovic. Oh, that really was a cracking goal, and that's his 100th. He's a ton-up boy, and didn't he make it go in with a vengeance? What a shot, a real rocket ball.
Well, he really deserved that, Dave. He fought hard. You can see him here. He picks up the puck. Remember, the Fife Flyers are a man short. He picks up the puck along the boards, gets the pass there, fights off 2 defensemen, splits them, comes in and lets this wicked slap shot go right into the top corner. Mike Ward didn't have a chance.
Beautiful body swerve there. Pete going in hard on Bois, but Bois shaking off that check. They're lining up on the blue line at points. Here's Brinster. Will Brinster try one? No, plays it in. Intelligent positioning there as Bois comes in now. Ali Woods back to Brinster. Brinster with time. Ali Wood, and they're all getting in the way here. Oh, took a deflection, whistled past the left-hand post. There's Ali Wood. It really is nail-biting ice hockey. And the crowds here, and there's a fair few Fife Flyers fans making themselves heard, hurling the old friendly insult at each other as Wood comes in. Salter, it will come to Brinster. Brinster moving in on goal, right across in front of goal, and unable to get the touch. It's Ronnie Wood still. It is Dundee on the attack. This is Bois lurking on the blue line across. Brinster's shot again was off target. Stojanovic right in front. Oh, they're all queuing up now then. Linton, was it? No, it was Bois. And Bois lurking deep on the blue line. The penalty has been served. Abel's back on the ice. And the shot eventually into the safe hands of Andrew Donald. Sustained pressure from the Rockets there, Paul.
Yes, but it was good defensive work by the Flyers, Dave. When you have a penalty like that, you form a box in front of your net, and the box bends from right to left as the players go in the corners, and they really didn't break down the box. That's the job of the Rockets. They have to break down the box and pull a defenseman or a forward out of position so they can put an extra man in there. They didn't do that, and that's why they killed off the penalty.
So both this is Brinster again. Gets a deflection. And it was Stojanovic unable just to pick it up. Oh, right in front now, here's Stojanovic. Oh! What a goal! Danny Bryan somehow or other got into that one. It'll be fascinating watching that one again.
Well, Dave, that was an unlucky bounce off the boards. Maybe Mike Ward should know better, because he should know this rink. He plays here every week. You can see the first shot by Stojanovic misses. Ward's a bit slow to react, but Brown isn't. He puts it in the open net.
Lafferty will have to go on now. Kinman coming up in support. Kinman going too many low shirts. Lafferty getting involved there, but cleverly brought away. Danny Bryan it was. Brinster playing it out to Kinman. Forechecked again. Linton. And Linton should be penalised there as Brinster is brought down. And Linton is not happy with that. Well, I really don't think he was wishing him happy birthday. Wood and Brinster. Wow. Wood retrieving the situation for him. Stojanovic.
That's going to be a penalty, Dave.
There, and it was Ronnie Wood who left the stick in, maybe. And the goalkeeper's off. There's the extra man on. Delayed penalty. And right in front there, Brown shots. Now there's no goalkeeper on for Fife, and we have some trouble. Stojanovic was involved. And oh dear, the natives are getting a trifle restless. And Stojanovic, and I think it was Brinster, Paul, that were just having a little contretemps.
Well, I think he's going to give it a tripping penalty to Dundee. I know that for sure. And it looks like one from each team are going to go off for probably roughing. Brinster's going off, and Ronnie Wood, number 18 for Dundee. And Stojanovic, number 9, is already sitting in the box. So both teams will be 2 men short.
So here's Ronnie Plum, and he's packed in a lot of international experience. To Gordon Latto. Plum moves like a pro, across to Latto. Latto has Penny Cook out. It's Gordon Latto going perhaps on his own. Backing off is Salter. Salter breathing down his helmet. Now Penny Cook. And here is Salter, who is a useful mover, and Salter has Penny Cook back checking. And Plum emerges with the puck. Playing it out here. This will be Latto. Gordon Latto. Well, they're all filing back. And what a nasty moment there from Mike Ward. He had it trapped under his pads. It all seemed to go into slow motion there, Paul.
It did. He didn't have a clue where that puck was, Dave. He should use his glove on those. I know it's easy to say when you're sitting up here in the comfort of the commentary box, but really, if we look at this again, the slap shot, he should be standing there and he should use his glove to catch that. Instead, he tries to squeeze it between his pads, and, well, he does it, but he's very lucky. You can see it just trickling to the line.
Wow, with Brown coming up. Oh, beautifully eluding the challenge from Brown now. Wow. Wow, he's weaving intricate circles back here to Woods, and back checking there by, who was it, Andrew Linton. Linton across to Plum. Plum's shot is blocked only as far as Abel. And that just took a deflection on its way towards the net. Again, Brown right in front here. Abel with time to measure the shot. Oh, that was a good save. Super save there from Mike Ward, and Salter spread himself, still not away. Another good save from Ward. And the penalties are now being served. Donald, as Ronnie Wood came steaming in, and here is Ronnie Wood, and this is what? Nearly picking up the rebound. Wood was really quick to react there. What? Under pressure from Brown. Now Stojanovic eventually running out of room, and the puck going to Wood, and Wood plays it across to Salter, who has been very much a part of the latter stages of the second period. Stojanovic's shot took a deflection. The stick is broken there, and it's Steve Salter who's cracked the stick. Salter looking across to his bench, staying on ice. Maybe that isn't so clever. Across here to Brian Peat. Peat with the shot. And Mike Ward, who has been safe and sure in these last few moments, and Bois going across to him. And what would he be saying to him, Paul?
Well, I think he's saying good save, and thanks for hanging on to it, because Salter really had lost his stick, so that means they're a man down. Because without your stick, you know, you're useless out there. So they needed a whistle.
Five seconds and a minute to go. Just 5 seconds over the minute of this second period. A goal here from either side would be a moral booster as we go into the third period. 4 apiece. It really is getting to be a door slogging match out there. Neither side giving an awful lot away. Shot taken over there. Oh, while everything went into slow motion, it was Stojanovic who again is the first to react. And that really was, well, Paul, a crazy goal.
Well, Mike Ward made the initial save, but again it bounces off the backboards, and look at Stojanovic. Ward lost it, but Stojanovic puts it in the net.
And that's a good move again from Stojanovic. Gets the pads of Ward. Good positional play. Now Bois, can he have a dabble? He can. Shot was wide. Good slap shot. Back to Brinster. Brinster playing it back in. Salter will collect. Taken out of the play by Ron Plum. Chopped down the puck. Right across. But again, it is Fife breaking. Able to Brown. Brown looking across, and none of them are aware of the pass. Pennycook looked around as the puck came across, and we have got some trouble with Brinster. And I think it's Stojanovic.
Well, Stojanovic and Brinster are squaring off there, Dave. And they could be out of this game.
Just after the hooter, and still the blows raining in there.
The referee is telling everyone else to keep out of it, because if they go in, they're out of the game too.
Well, Brinster threw a peach of a right-hander there. I think maybe Jim Watt should have described that one. It's a pity, really. Well, there is Stojanovic, who seemed to have lost his shirt in the fracas.
His mother and his fiancée from Canada are here, Dave, and they won't be too impressed with that, I'm sure.
Oh, I think they've seen him without a shirt on before, Paul. Well, the referee is still down, throwing it all out, and the hooter has gone, of course.
Well, Stojanovic has got 5 minutes, and Brinster has 7. So they're still in the game, but they'll be out for the, first 5 and 7 minutes of the third period, Dave.
Well, that probably is a clear indication of who the referee thought was the cause of the trouble, Paul. That's right.
Ron Plum, things getting very rough out there. Well, yes, they are. You know, it's a good close hockey game right now. We've come back and tied it, and we got lucky and got ahead on them here. And, you know, both teams are playing that they want the game as the period went on, and a few good body contacts out there, and things are starting to happen. Sometimes tempers get a little high, but you know, we got a good 20 minutes left here, and it's anybody's game, so you got to be very careful and play good, sound hockey.
So what will you be telling your man in the interval just now?
Well, I think the key really is that to tighten up a little bit defensively, and certainly, especially the way the tempers are flaring now, to try and keep our penalty situation under control, because it's a hot rink and it's a long game, and if you're wearing your penalty killers down, then, you know, it gives the other team a chance to score. So definitely we'd like to, you know, keep the penalties down to a minimum.
Okay, Ron, you're still confident?
Yes, I am. You know, like, I'm glad to see the boys, you know, work a little harder in the second period than they did in the first, and come back, you know, being down behind a couple goals there. You know, it's the second game in 2 nights for both clubs, so, you know, we're a little tired, but like I say, it's a long ways to go yet, but at least we're pointed in the right direction.
Good, Ron. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
you.